SEPTA integrated system is unrivaled in correct preparation of food. It enables you to do what you couldn't do with any other kind of cookware. Cook several meals at the same time on one single heating plate. It was a wish and a dream of every housewife to be able to prepare a meal for the whole family on one single heating plate at the same time. Now I would like to ask you to come closer, please. I will show you the process of frying meat. Here we have a pot that is completely empty, no fat, oil or water. We'll close the lid and put the pan on medium heat and wait until the arrow reaches the green field. Now while the pan is heating up, I'll show you the cooking process. Now for the cooking process, we put the ingredients into the cold pot. As you can see, the pot is empty. There is no water inside. I just washed and prepared some ingredients for our cooking process today. We have some cauliflower and potatoes, some carrots, some apples and an egg. What is important to say is I just washed them, so it's important for them to be a little bit moist so that the steaming process begins when we cook them. Also, it's important that various kinds of foods can be cooked at the same time. They will retain their natural characteristics like color, aroma, but they will also, which is very important, the tastes will not mix. So now I'll put them in. Like this. There. And like the pan, we put the heat on the medium pan and wait until the arrow reaches the green field. For the frying process, this time we are using 2 slices of meat. Now we can see that the arrow has reached the green field. But there is also another little trick to see if the pan is heated enough. You take a little water and you drop it on the bottom of the pan. If the water drops move around like this, it means that the pan is heated enough. Now we put the meat in like this and we press it with the fork. The meat will stick to the bottom of the pan, like this, and we close the lid. Now after a while, we'll open the lid and turn the meat to the other side. Press it slightly with the fork and close the lid again and reduce the heat slightly. Now while the meat is frying, we'll check on the cooking process. As we can see, the ingredients are nearly cooked. And now we will serve the meat. As you can see, the meat is wonderfully fried, only in its own juices, without fat or oil. We'll put it on the plate, like this. Please try the food. What do you think? Any good? Now I will show you all the meals that we prepared on one single heat plate in an integrated system. On the top we have a pot where we warmed up some fish sauce. As you can see, we'll put this down on the stove. Now here we have a serving bowl that in the integrated system is serving as a lid. Because it's hot, we will use a little knob. You press it like this and just pull it up. Put it down. Now here we have a selection of steamed fruit. It looks really beautiful. We'll put this up, and as we said before, one of the lids from the pot will be used as a stand. Now underneath we have steamed some fish and vegetables, which are now nicely cooked. We shall put them on another stand, like this. And finally, we took 2 chicken breasts, mixed them with various vegetables and made a lovely meal. Now I have to tell you a little story. This is something that happened to me when I began as a SEPTA representative. One day I was sitting at my office and there was a really big man that stormed into my office. He was yelling at me, holding a really burnt scepter pot. And he told me, "Look what happened. Your pottery is not worth a dime. I gave so much money for this and it's not doing what it's supposed to. I was told in Scepter that I can cook without water, and look what happened."
What's the representative trying to do now? She seems to be talking about this irrelevant and unpleasant incident with these people that she hardly knows. Why doesn't she just stick to praising our products? Well, there's a very good reason. This is one of the most important techniques for creating a bond with the customers. The representative's telling a personal story with a direct connection to the product.
And then I tried to calm him down. He sat down and started to talk calmly. And then what I found out is that the man cooked pasta in the pot. Now I tried to explain nicely to him that yes, Scepter could do a lot of things, but it cannot cook dehydrated food without water. And now something you simply cannot resist, the fondue set. The elegant 8-person Scepter fondue set enables you to make delicious meals with a Swiss speciality anytime, anywhere. And it's not only about making meals, it's also your possibility to be with your friends and share some really special moments.
Thanks to the Scepter integrated system, an average European family of 4 members can save on water in 1 year, €373. For 30 years, €11,175. That's cooking down 70%, washing down 50%. Energy, €475 saving in 1 year, that's €13,725 over 30 years. Cooking down 70%, washing down 50%. Time, €2,418 savings in 1 year. In 30 years, that's €72,540. Cooking time down 70%, washing time down 50%. Food and cookware replacement. In 1 year, €831. In 30 years, €24,930. Fat down 80%, food down 40%, cookware and vitamins down 100%. The total savings with Scepter in 1 year are €4,079. Over 30 years, that's €122,370.
Have you ever thought how much money you spend on small pleasures which are often completely unnecessary? Let us make a quick calculation every morning.
Every morning you drink a cup of coffee, it costs about 80 cents. You buy newspapers, you pay about 80 cents. You spend at least 2 minutes making unnecessary phone calls, about 40 cents. A chewing gum costs 30 cents. You throw away a quarter of a meal, about 13 cents. Not to mention the cigarettes, which are dangerous for your health and which cost about €1.50.
Just imagine, all that costs you approximately €3 per day. And how much is that over the whole year? It is not hard to calculate now, is it? Just imagine that in only 1 year you throw away €1,000, and on top of that, you endanger your health. And what if you invest instead of throwing away? For example, you can have a Scepter family set which will bring you benefit to the whole family if you invest only €3 a day over the period of 1 year. It would be enough if only one member of your family does not spend money on unnecessary things.